Hi, everyone. This is Roger Nix with the Upstate Home Team here at Keller Williams Realty. And I want to share with you some changes that are going to affect you as a home buyer and seller that are going to take place on June 13th to our residential purchase agreement for the state of South Carolina. Tune into the video and I'll share more details. So currently, in our sales contract, you have three options to be able to work through the property condition or inspection period that you have on the home. You can use a repair clause, ask for repairs. If the seller agrees to those repairs, then you move forward and buy it. If they don't agree to certain repairs, then you can back out and keep your earnest money. Additionally, there's a due diligence period. A lot of people don't use that one currently because it tends to weaken the offer. A lot of people haven't understood it. And then there's the as-is clause. Moving forward, effective again June 13th, the contract will change to only be a due diligence window of time. So how does that affect us as real estate professionals, as home buyers, and as home sellers? So I'm going to talk about what it is first, and then I'll talk about the impact that we all have. Okay, first, what you need to know is that the due diligence period is used in the state of North Carolina exclusively. That's the only way that they go through it. And it's also used in Georgia. So the repair clause, we held on to that in South Carolina. Now we're going to be moving forward. If you come from one of those two states, we're doing it a little differently. So start with this. First, the due diligence period is a date and time that is agreed upon by the buyer and the seller. And the contract specifically stipulates that the due diligence period will end at 6 p.m. on blank date, a date that mutually is agreed upon. Now, if you are a buyer, then within that due diligence window of time, you can conduct any and all inspections that you want to on the property, just like now. You can determine that you want to take it as is, or you can walk away during that window for any reason. And I'll talk about what that would look like in a moment because there is something, there's a hook on there for the seller. So you're not just able to walk away for no reason, right? And just have no penalty associated with it. There's also the option, if you do ask for repairs, again, ask for anything you want to. The seller doesn't have to make any of those repairs though. All right, so just know that as you're going into it, we're going to have conversations about earnest money, which is completely different. The earnest money is still going to be held with the attorney or the brokerage firm. Also, the termination fee is not held by the attorney nor the brokerage firm. So whatever that termination fee is, you have to be willing as a buyer to pay that to the seller if you want to walk away. Okay, and that's within the due diligence period. Now, if you're a seller that feels like, wait a minute, they get to walk away? Yes, they can. However, the termination fee is a mutually agreed upon amount. So again, it's part of the negotiation. The date and the termination fee are part of that. So if they walk away, okay, they can go. How much will they be paying you directly to do so? Because the termination fee, because it's not held by the attorney, because it's not held by a real estate professional or their firm, it is paid directly to you by the purchaser upon them leaving. Now, if they back out after the due diligence period, then they lose their earnest money because they're in default of contract. But any time before then this is going to be the termination fee. Okay, so as a seller, you don't have to fix anything, and they can terminate, and then they would pay you the termination fee. So just know that this is all new to us as real estate professionals. Most of us have not worked with the due diligence addendum before, or due diligence part of the contract, in the way that we're now having to work within it. So I can assure you this, we are going to have between now and June 13th plenty of time to become experts in this part of the contract, and we're going to be able to explain it in great detail and make sure you're very comfortable whether buying or selling. If you're a buyer, we're going to go through all this at the buyer consultation and again when we go to purchase or write the contract on a home. If you're a seller, we're going to go through this at the time of the listing consultation and when an offer comes in that would be for your home purchase. So with all that said, We're going to know it. There may be some hiccups in the beginning, but we're going to know it and we're going to help you. This is nothing to be worried about, but it is a significant change to the contract, and we want you to know that it's coming. If you have questions, if you're thinking about selling now or buying now, and how does this affect me because I want to know now, contact us. Our information is found below. We're always here to help. It's what we're here to do, is to make sure you're comfortable with the whole process. So reach out anytime, and we thank you for watching our video and hope you have a great day.